So, find out thy soul, recover thy hid self. In silence seek God's meaning in thy depths. What is God's meaning in my depth? To bring me to the truth, right? To bring me to the truth that Sri Aurobindo saw in jail, that Mirabai saw towards the end of her life. We know her story, right? That when she left and for 2 years in Vrindavan, Krishna had told her, leave the palace and go to Vrindavan. She walked on foot, and she was called the beggar princess because her clothes store, she wouldn't have food to eat, and she looked very noble. She was a princess, so many people would comment, oh, she seems to be from a royal family, but she must have done something very bad that she's been thrown out. And they'd say all kinds of things to her. And earlier Krishna would come and play with her all the time, but for all the 2 years that she was on foot in Vrindavan, on her way to Vrindavan, he didn't come to her once. When she was most lost, he didn't come to her once. And the final straw was she'd left taking the Krishna idol, which she was given as a child and which the whole story began. And 2 robbers stole that also. So then she just said that, Krishna, I don't know, you haven't come to me, you can't be wrong. But there must be something wrong with me and I don't see the point in living. And she was about to jump into the river and kill herself, and her tear fell to the floor. And the moment it touched grass, suddenly she saw Krishna in her teardrop. And then she saw Krishna in the grass blade. And then she suddenly saw Krishna everywhere. And then the story, of course, says he swept her into her arms. And he's supposed to have told her that you have seen the deep, you have seen the drop in the deep, but I had to show you the deep in the drop. In a drop, you can see Krishna. You saw Krishna in my idol. But I had to take you through all these experiences to make your consciousness ready to see the real Krishna beyond the idol also. And Mirabai was one of the absolute beloveds of Krishna. And yet he took her through this whole experience just to give her this. So that is seeking God's meaning in your depths. Mirabai had to go through all this. We'll each have to go through whatever our path is, maybe through joy, through pain, whatever. Of course, when we come to Mother and the sunlit path, it need not be painful.